Okay, welcome back to another episode of the Day After podcast.
AKA, hey, guess what? Survivor 50 is happening. Uh
God,
that was such
we're gonna talk
this
about
is
that, but
episode several
I have
of Survivor
I I
49.
think that was one of the worst things that I've ever seen. Like it was, I hated it so much that he said that. We can talk into it more, but I just want to like let everyone know. Terrible idea to say this while the season is happening in front of everyone there.
I think there's a reason why he said it, but we'll get to that later.
I mean, there can be any reason, but it does not matter because if you say that as the host, you are changing the game. Like people are now going to be playing the game differently than they would have if you didn't say that.
You hit the head on the nail.
Yeah, yeah. So
No, it was straight up to be like, all right, we're gonna get the thing is, as soon as he said that, I was like, people are gonna get big move-itis.
yep,
He just kind of like he just kind of like he pretty much just had the little vial full of big movitis, threw it at them, and just let the like fumes
yeah.
go and infect all of them.
Yeah, I guarantee you 100% when Jawan wrote down Nate's name here, he thought he was going on to 50 because of this move. I guarantee you he thought that this was so good that this is going to make Jeff Probst want to put him on 50.
Well, to be fair, Jawan and Sage were starting to already kind of defect a little
Yeah,
bit. This just kind of like
it's
maybe
it's
pushed
one of
it a
it's
little.
one of those things though where yeah they might have been wanting to play both sides. This basically was like you can't side with Uli. An Uli member was doomed the second Jeff Probst said about that there are still spots available for 50, like because they had the most numbers. Therefore, the more interesting move for them to think that they can get on is to take out an Uli member. So that had to have
Yeah,
happened.
yeah. Um, big movitis. Yeah, I mean, it always happens regardless around this point. It's like, all right, I'm at the merge. Now I don't have to worry about being getting the dishonor and shame of being pre-merge, which also Jeff Probst being like, yeah, nothing pre-merge matters. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, that one was like a little too much. I
Yeah,
was like,
yeah, and I would tell you right now, the reason he even said it was because he thought the pre-merge sucked. I guarantee you, he thought the pre-merge of this season was boring, and he wanted them to play the game, and so he was so impatient of letting this cast do something that he had to interject.
yeah, I mean, I think they went in the step in the right direction where, all right, Shannon went home and that was something a little different. They mixed some stuff up, not just like very straightforward tribal councils like they had for pretty much five in a row, very
Yeah,
straightforward tribal councils. So, like, once they had like, oh, Shannon went home, maybe it was like, all right, they're going in the right direction. Let's put some
yeah.
fuel on this fire.
I think you also remember the days and how long they can be out there. There was probably what 11 days where I'm sure Jeff Probst thought that these were some of the worst tribal councils that he's experienced in a very long time before the Shannon one. Like, and because of that, I mean, yeah, clearly he was afraid that this season was on its way to being a pile of turds. So he's like, okay, let me I gotta do something. But as the host, he should not be doing that. You gotta let the season play out the way the season's gonna play out. And yeah, I thought this was absolutely like an L in pretty much every regard.
Yeah, I found it like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I
Now,
was
now,
like,
that being
I
said,
know we're all
yeah,
excited for season 50, but now
yeah.
it's like, oh, okay, okay.
That being said, great episode. Like it was by far the best
100%.
episode of the season. I just don't like that was something that Jeff kind of felt like he had to do. Like,
It is a blemish.
yeah. I don't think anyone would have guessed Nate to go home this week. I think, uh, I mean, to be fair, a lot of merge boots are usually like shown to some degree because they want that to be like the big surprise or like, oh, this is the Mayor of Ponderosa kind of situation going on. But still, I felt like there's going to be at least a few other names that happen before Nate ended up getting targeted.
Yeah, I feel like the way things were like shaking out, and especially because uh Sage and Jawan went with old Hina, and then
Yeah,
Alex was also kind of like really strong with Hina since the tribe divisions,
yeah,
the first tribe swap. So it made sense. And then if we're looking at it,
yeah. No,
I don't think there's another thing I didn't like about this episode, but we'll get to it. There was Soph, um,
yeah.
which also okay, I'm gonna get into it now.
This was a bad, that was a bad, I don't know how long that match chat was, but 30 minutes of Jeff Probst. Like that was a very, I maybe he like took some medication or something and was a little loopy when he was doing it and just did not realize what he was saying, but I did not like it.
Lazy nicknames: Yellow Sophie or Blue Sophie.
Yeah.
Which Pokemon game are you gonna start?
Yeah.
But it's like also they landed on Soph and Soph. We came
Yeah.
up with way better nicknames than that.
Yeah.
Sophie Bananas and Sophie Screen Time.
Yeah, but no, we're going with Sophie and Soph because that's what Survivor has decided.
Fuck
Which
that.
yet again,
Sophie Screen Time.
I just this is why I'm sorry if you're in the casting pool with someone else who has your name. You there can only be one. Like this is the exact reason is that they had to now clarify because these two made it to the merge. It was like, everyone there was probably hoping that one of them went home. Like,
Okay, two things too. Two things. Well, yes, that was
yeah,
their original target.
yeah,
Rizzo even said, "I'd make things easier as well."
yeah,
Like, not only that, but also this is like the first time in Survivor where they really kind of leaned into the whole like trying to differentiate the names. Like, before it'd be like, oh, John P or John H, or like, oh, we got two Robs on this season. All right, you're Boston Rob.
yep,
Like it's stuff like that where it's like, I get that. But like this one, they were like, and it kind of happened kind of like a little bit like as the season went on, and like they didn't make like a
yeah,
big deal out of it. Whereas this one is like, all right. And especially for one is barely even a nickname. It's just like her name, just with one less syllable. So
yeah. And I mean, if I was anyone out there, I mean, yeah, you're gonna mix them up still. Like it's not the craziest thing, to accidentally call Sophie Soph, So yeah, no, another L there. Yet again, it was a good episode. It was a good episode, but yeah, no, definitely that 30-minute match chat, whatever how long it was with Jeff Rose was by far the worst part of the episode.
yeah. But I mean, all right. So we start off, and it was like, all right, Sage and Jamal were like, or
Jawan.
Jawan was like, Jawan, sorry.
Mhm.
We're like, yeah, we're good with Steven now, and so we have that option open. And then they become the merge beach. And I don't know about you, but the fact that they seem so unenthusiastic about it was baffling. It's like,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know. They're here now. We made it to the next stage of the game. It's like, why? Why?
Yeah, and
I get it. You're tired.
they're all hugging and doing stuff, and they're like waiting, like when are they gonna come up here? Like it was very awkward. It was definitely I mean, we do know pretty much that those three won't be winning the game because of how the edits have been going. Even though Sage has had like an upswing a bit, but it like that early parts of her first beginning of the edits,
It was,
that's
yeah, it was all about defecation with her,
yeah,
but I feel
yeah.
like
People are trying to say
that
that she's having a Genevieve edit now, that she's the next Genevieve.
no, I still feel like Carolyn
Yeah,
is still kind of like that archetype.
yeah. Well, I don't see Sage sitting at the end. I still see Sage somewhere getting taken out.
Well, all right, so this is what I hate about us knowing who is going to be in season 50. Um, because clearly we know like there's some reason why Savannah and Rizzo have gone on, both entertaining people in their own right. But it's like, all right, especially because it is heavily believed that Savannah wins this. It's like, how does she get out of this 3-7 this like 3v7 minority?
Mhm.
And so like that's one of the things. It's like, all right, I know she's gonna find a way out, but it's just like, how do we get there?
Yeah.
Is the
Now
big thing.
I know that Jeff Probst before the season said that it's going to be wild come the merge, and that alliances are going to be fluidly moving in between each other. So yeah, I don't see any one of the three who were left out here being left out on this next one. I think we're going to have a swing against a Hina member. The ones that I'm thinking are Sophie, and we got
No,
Kristina.
no, 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 no. Sophie Bananas.
No. I think Kristina, we got a little bit of hint of the people not maybe or like Sophie not liking Christine in that one episode. I think something could happen with that as well. Um, that would be my guess for who the next boot is. It's going to be one of those two, is my guess.
Yeah,
Hopefully, it's
I can see
Sophie.
that.
Hopefully, just
Sophie
so it's done.
Bananas.
uh,
You even came up with this nickname.
I think you did. I think I'm pretty sure that was you.
Oh God, not me giving Joe credit for things or
Yeah,
me taking credit for Joe's things
yeah.
when I shouldn't.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna go with what the show's now told us, and I'm gonna say Sophie and
Our
Soph.
nicknames are better.
They are, but for the purpose of everyone, we're gonna go with Sophie and Soph.
It's confusing for everyone. We found the solution, Joe.
Yeah, yeah. If only everyone else knew about the meme of screen time.
If they are watching this channel, they know. They
Yeah,
know about screen time.
yeah.
But basically, if you're for whatever reason you haven't, so I love screen time. And so like Sophie B was the only one getting of the only two Sophie out of the two Sophies getting any screen time. So I
Hmm.
was like, all right, Sophie screen time. As for Sophie S, the only memorable moment she had before this episode was not liking the bananas and being like, that's a snack, that's not food
Yeah,
when she's starving out there. And I'm like,
yeah,
what kind of, like, so now she has the nickname Sophie Bananas. No
yeah,
relations to Bananas from the challenge.
yeah. Johnny Bananas. Yeah. By the way, yeah, this episode, Sophie almost doubled her total confessionals in this one
I
episode.
would dare say triple. I would
Yeah.
dare say quadruple.
Hey, she had 7 confessionals before this episode, so
So yeah, like I said, very, 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 very purple edited. It still could have, like we even said purple Sophie.
yeah, I mean that's what it seemed like for a while. Still feels like it, but hey, guess what? She does not have the least amount of confessionals anymore. We'll get to that person later, but she's moving up in the world. Now,
All right.
I'll still say that all four Hina members that are in the game are still the bottom four confessionals.
Interesting.
Yeah. So even after this merge, which was a very much like a yellow tribe like victory, still did not surpass the lower people in the red tribe.
Mm, no. Well, that's odd. All right. So, one of the things that happened early this episode is like, all right, here's a box, and you have to go through and find a key for the box. Sorry, hiccups for the box. Has an advantage inside, and lo and behold, Sage finds it and gets the advantage.
Mhm. Yeah. Good on her. I actually had an interesting conversation with one of my friends who was watching this, and I think if there's ever a box or something like that that gets introduced, you should probably examine the box because we see it all the time. Like we've seen it where there'll be like something hidden, that will like maybe give you a clue or something. If you like examine your surrounding area of it. Obviously, that might not have happened, but I think if you go on Survivor, you should be doing that. You should check before randomly running out there and looking for keys.
Yes and no. I mean, like, wouldn't hurt, but I feel like the adrenaline, you have like 10 people going out there trying to find the key as it is. I feel like adrenaline's going, you have to go
Yeah,
do it. And if like there isn't anything, I feel it's like I feel it's high risk, low reward, or I don't know. I feel like the risk is very, very high.
I feel like because of how
The more
random it.
time you're focused on it, the more,
I guess
because
okay, right. I think you're looking at it from the space of you. I think you would love to run in the jungle and find the key. Like I think you'd be great at that level. I think someone like Kristina, how many keys is she really going to grab? I mean, I'm just going to be honest. Like, how many keys is Kristina grabbing there? I think,
it's not the number of keys, it
yeah,
is
yeah.
finding the right one.
I know, but that's what I'm saying is that if there's a bunch of fucking keys out there, you might only have in you two to three before someone else is going to get it. So you got to figure out how to maximize your key like numbers. And if you think you're only going to get a couple out there, yeah, you should try to find anyway because the odds of you winning it are very low in that scenario.
I don't know, Joe. I don't know.
I know. If you were out there, you would not be thinking that hard. You would be like, "Let's go in the jungle, everyone. Let's fucking run it down."
No, I'd be like, all right, where's a rock? I'm just smashing this thing open.
Yeah, I know. It did seem like you could have easily forced that lock open.
Evidently not, because there were a few trick keys as well.
Yeah. Uh, but
Uh,
yeah, no,
it,
Sage got it. I don't know how many times she actually went to go get keys, but she managed to get it. Um, and yeah, no, she gets the merge feast, which I want to also say I really hope in Survivor 50 everyone gets the feast.
yeah,
I think it kind of sucks actually when you divide the group up like that because a lot of the fun of the merge feast is seeing every single person mingle and figuring and like every group having to see like, ooh, these people are getting together, ooh, what are these people getting together for? But when you separate them like this, there's no strategy going on. Like no one's gonna actually want to talk strategy because that would be so dumb openly talking like that. But if everyone there's on the beach, strategy talk can actually happen.
yeah, yeah. I agree. It's one of the things where I'm like, because this episode, it's kind of like you ever watch that episode of SpongeBob where, like SpongeBob was like thinking that, oh, he's a celebrity, he can do all this stuff. And then like when he finally does his job as a fry cook, everyone's like, "Yes, that's what we want you to do."
Mhm.
It's like it's that moment. I feel like the customers, I'm like, "Yes. Okay, we don't have like the earn the merch portion that's been a little played out." And it's like,
Mhm.
"Okay, you finally got rid of that label for something that's clearly not earn the merch." It's like a lot of things were going in the direction of like, "Yes, we like this. It's fine to not,
Mhm.
like keep the earn the merge when it's not. It's like we like this. It's good." I feel
Yeah.
like for season 50 they have to have the full feast with everyone there.
Yeah.
I feel it's something where whether it's production reasons, whether it's like I don't know, they think there's strategy to it. It's like just let everyone eat. They're more energized. And
Yeah.
then, yeah, just give them some food. It's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I think that's overall an issue with New Era is that it's like, ooh, this is so hard because we're starving them even more than normal. But then a lot of times we do enter these post merge situations, and the gameplay kind of just like stagnates a little bit and stops for a while. Maybe something crazy will happen at a round, but then it'll kind of go back to being what it was. And a lot of that is just because they're just trying to live. Like they're trying not to die. They can't focus too much. So having everyone actually have that meal can at least give them a few days of like actually being able to play the game. So, but hey, who needs food when you can tell them that there's spots open for season 50? Am I right? Come on.
Yeah.
I hope on season 50 they say, guess what, guys? You guys can have a spot on season 51 if you play fucking good here.
It's so it was so I don't know why. I don't know why he did that. Like I know in the sense of like, all right, my rationalization is like, yeah, that might get people to do crazier stuff, but also it's one of those things where it's like, if I was a player on there, I honestly would be annoyed.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, I guess it's because I have the org experience and stuff like that, and I've been watching Survivor forever. I'm like, all right, Jeffy, you introduced big movitis into the game.
Yeah.
That means people are going to do things because it's flashy, not because it's good for their game. And all right, now granted, I don't think that Jawan and Sage were hurt by that. If I'm trying
Yeah.
to take away the fact that Rizzo and Savannah are going to be on season 50, and I'm kind of like have that little like scope through this. It's one of those things where if we do look back, those were the two that were the bottom two Uli.
Mhm.
So, like, in some regards, they made the right move,
Yeah.
unbeknownst to them, really, because, well, I mean, I think Sage, Jawan was like very much like, I was with Uli, but I don't know, maybe I'm not, or not
Yeah.
even that. It was like, all right, he just kind of wanted options. And also, like, well, if I did this is a pretty legendary move, something that's worthy of Survivor 50.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. I think that there's a good chance that a lot of those like pro taking out Uli from Jawan in this episode happened after that conversation with Jeff and like the Survivor 50. I think that changed his mind. I really do. I would love to hear his when his exit interview comes or when the season's over, whatever that happens to be. And I want to hear what his thoughts were on this moment and if that was a shift in his game because like I think I think there's a good chance, and regardless of if that's true or not, I don't like that there's a good chance that what Jeff Probst did influenced the game.
I mean, if we do look back, Sage did tell Sophie Bananas about some stuff prior to. They were like, "Yeah,
Mhm.
they're targeting you" and stuff like that before the challenges and stuff. Sage made that move unbeknownst
Um,
to or like before she even knew about
Yeah.
the announcement and stuff. So
I,
like
yeah.
it did seem at the very least Sage was going in that direction.
Yeah, I was gonna say I
She
think
wanted
Sage was is way more like I believed that Sage was gonna side with Hina before before even she took out Shannon. Like I thought that she was already going to want to do that. Jawan though was seemed very much like a loyalist. He was not wanting to do Shannon even when Shannon was the one going for him. He still seemed not like he just wanted to do the easy move of taking out Steven. Um, so I think that Jawan is the one that I really think is the more likely one to have done the flip here. So yeah, no, it's not something I like. Also, I just gotta say, Savannah, bad episode for Savannah. I felt like she got
yeah.
just raked over the coals in this episode. Like
Well, I mean,
we got like 4 or 5 different people this episode talking negatively about Savannah. We saw her like doing the thing with MC as MC was trying to get the idol. I mean, like that's just a bad look. Like that was not a
I
good
mean,
look.
yeah, it well, I mean, like it happened. I mean, like I
Yeah,
feel like she thing is, and we kind of clocked this with her. She is a player.
yeah,
She's someone that has winner energy, and she's also someone where uh she's not afraid to do what it takes. But also it's like, hey, here's someone on the other side that I could prevent from A, getting an idol, and B, prevent from getting a vote.
yeah,
I mean, you take the keys. If you're the first one to grab it, at the very least, you can strike a deal. My thing would be like, nah, fuck this. It's going in the ocean.
yeah,
I'm looking for the tallest point of it, and I'm yeeting it out as far as I can.
yeah,
I'm going to dislocate my shoulder throwing it so hard into the
yeah.
it's going to shine in the horizon like bing, like it's Team Rocket.
Yeah. But I mean, like it was also I think Sophie talked about it, Sage talked about it. I think even Jawan, like almost like a lot of people, Stephen maybe too. Like it felt like a lot of people were clocking Savannah and which people clocked Rachel in episode 7 or something like that of 47, and then they just stopped talking about it until like the end game.
Well, I feel like part of it is that she is a threat
Mhm.
and she was one of the legit targets of it. The thing is, it wasn't like she was
Yeah.
saying like, oh, it's like they're like, no, they recognize Savannah being like one of the strongest players out there. It wasn't like, oh, she's overplaying way too hard, and stuff like that. Because like I feel like no, she's going about the game with what she believed to be the direction that everyone was going and everything. And if I were to look at like who I would peg as the strongest person on there, it would seem like Savannah's the most well-rounded out of the bunch.
Mhm.
Uh, so these things kind of make sense.
Yeah. It felt like it was overkill, and with just how much we were getting of it, to the point where like I was so confident she was winning. I actually think there's a good chance she's going to get like second place. Like I would not be surprised if we're getting a Joe edit from 48 here with Savannah, where she's so out in front of everyone's like, oh, it's got to be Savannah, it's got to be Savannah here. Um, and then like she gets to the end with like a Sophi B or something, and Sophie's story just wins.
I think also you're just hoping that
Nope,
she
nope,
doesn't win.
nope.
I
I
think
I know what you're
no,
gonna say, but that's not it.
no.
I genuinely think. And by the way, I have another fantasy draft where I do have Savannah. So I would lose that if I what I'm saying.
This is more important, and you know it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I gotta prove to my friends that I know Survivor. Yeah,
I feel this is more important. Actual Survivor contestants watch the show, Joe.
yeah. I mean, we got Emily flipping in 45. That was
I'd say that's a pretty big one. You
Yeah.
don't know that there could be a few 49ers watching this right now and being like, "Oh, hey, yeah, they're talking about me." I know if I was on the season, hell, I'd be like Emily. I would just like look at stuff to see what people are saying about me for
Mhm.
affirmation and
Yeah.
approval.
I do the same thing when we play orgs. Like the second that I can look at the messages or the chats of what people are saying, I'm looking.
Yeah. Uh, I don't know. I sometimes am wary of like looking at the comments. I think one time for Inferno, I was like feeling sentimental and I looked through and there was a nice section where people were talking about my game. I was like, oh, thank you.
Mhm.
Uh, but like, it is something where when you go about the game, you don't really at this point it's open season when it comes to the merge. And then it's also like, all right, who do I want to work with? Who do I think I can beat and stuff? I mean, like Steven's name was kind of thrown out as well because he was like, well, we kept Steven mostly because like we liked him, or at least that they were saying. I know Sage was like, also Sage is very much like, no, I have a target. I want them gone. I
Mhm.
feel like if Rizzo's idol wasn't public, they probably would go after Savannah because they were like,
Yeah.
we heard part of the strategy there. It's like, all right, Nate is someone where they're not going to expect, and then it's like probably the safest vote. And I feel like, especially with the craziness of this, it's like, yeah, safest vote.
Yeah.
I am curious. I don't know if you had this thought too, but Sophie screen time still has the knowledge is power advantage. And Savannah did see that MC got the idol.
Mhm.
I do wonder if her stealing it, like why that wasn't a thing. I was
I
like, oh, maybe in a future episode when it's necessary.
Yeah, I was gonna
But
say I get because like for sure you could get it, but also when you're at the merged 11, you don't necessarily want to put a big target on you by now having the public idol like that. Like, yeah, you can take it and then play it for yourself, but like if she knew she wasn't going in this episode. Like she knew that the battle was Uli and Hina and that she was going to be fine. So there wasn't really a need for her to use her knowledge as power and then do a quick idol play. And if she kept the idol, now she just got the target and now she might become in danger. So I do think you kind of have to hold on to it. That's the problem with the knowledge is power is that you have to publicly like say fuck you to someone and take something away. And once that happens, you can become a huge target. Um,
I don't know. I feel like one idol in an alliance is scary. Two idols in an alliance is even scarier.
Yeah, but I don't think anyone's playing the idol on Nate. I think that they would have still taken out Nate's.
Well, no, no, no. I definitely think Nate still goes out here, but it's like I feel like you don't even play it. You just have it. Um, but all right, because like bringing back Inferno, even I had this worry because like there was a public idol, and then we were worried that someone else might have another idol as well. Um, and so it's like like the fear of like someone having an idol or two idols in a group of three, that means you have a two-thirds chance of hitting your target. Like if two idols are played, it fucks with your mind and it
Yeah.
also gets people to make reckless decisions as well.
Yeah, I think it would work in the short term, but I do think for Sophie, she's more looking at the long term and she's okay if some Uli people, get cut and because right now I'm just gonna say I think Alex and Sophie, so Alex and Soph are
Don't
going
be screen time.
no, Alex and Soph I don't see them going in the next few episodes. I think that no one's so going to target them because they're going to be looked at as non-threats to either side of the game right now. Um, so I think for her, it's just like, let me just survive. Let me try to flip the numbers later, and I'll keep this knowledge is power, and maybe try to make something closer to like a 7 or a 6 kind of scenario.
It's possible. I don't know. I guess like speculation. That was obviously one thing. As soon as MC got it
Mm,
and Savannah was there, I was like thinking like, could this happen? I
yeah,
also feel like they weren't aware. I mean, it also is the whole thing of like, oh, the blind side, because they didn't expect Jawan and Sage to,
yeah,
like flip like that. I mean, like Jawan, I feel like they could have felt more comfortable with him. Like Sage has been gone for a while, like half the rounds, basically. So
yeah.
it's like Sage could have already forged her own different bonds, especially if she wasn't picking up the vibes at Uli.
Yeah, I do hope though that we move away from the story of Uli versus Hina to some degree, and that's most a lot of it is just I think it was not the foundations of the rivalry was set like we know that they're going against each other, but because we just didn't set up the foundation of Hina very well, it does not feel like a very like fun rivalry between the two groups. So I kind of hope that that dissolves and we can kind of let people start going other places and not just be, oh, here's this group, let's go. Yet again, that's what's supposed to happen according to Jeff Probst, is that things go crazy like that. But we'll see if Jeff's telling the truth or if he's talking out of his ass there. But at least from this episode, he's right from this episode.
Well, I mean, Savannah has to win somehow.
Yeah, I mean, it's fucking gonna probably happen, but you know, we haven't had a villainous winner in a very long time. Like someone where the edit is going to the villain sides. Like even D, they tried really hard to make us like D. Like they really wanted us, even though she had some of the like. I think you could say she was a villain to some degree, to like a new era villain, if you want to call it. But like they really wanted you to like really like her and try to put her in the light. I feel with Savannah, they're okay right now, kind of showing her like being a little bit not palatable to like a common audience. You know, like she can say something kind of like mean and bitter towards people in the camera. And normally though, when she's out with everyone, she's like all friendly and everything. But then, you
She
know,
talks so much shit behind. She's
and
like,
then yeah, she's just like
Jawan and Sage annoys the hell out of me, but I'm glad they're back because they're at least a number.
yeah, exactly. So it would be interesting. I feel like the last time we've had like I mean I don't know. I guess you go back to like Sarah Lucina because she was like trying to be a more of a criminal in that. Like that was like her thing. But even then, I wouldn't say like she was like a super villain. Like
Not really.
like we probably
I
have to
feel,
go all the way back to what Tony Vlachos and Kagian.
yeah. Well, I mean, like to go with like Lucina's victory with that, I would say like it was very like strategic and clinical. Yeah, she did make blindside. She made a blindside to get the legacy advantage. She gave away her advantage just to see if someone would play it, and then like openly embarrass someone and then be
Mhm.
like, "Oh, okay, yeah, you tried to, do the steal vote on me." Well, guess what? It's not even something that you can even use because it's mine. There you go.
Mhm.
Like I would say like I wouldn't say villain, it was like more so anti-hero. I mean, you have
Yeah.
to get rid of people in the game. It's like
Yeah.
unless you vote every wrong every single time, but that just that pisses off whoever's left in the game. It's like the thing is you have to eliminate people.
Yeah.
There is no if, ands, or buts. You have to vote
Mhm.
and get rid of a person.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess if you count that, like we've had a villain in the 30s, but if you go back, yeah, it's like the 20s was the last time we really had like someone who I think is at this level of like try like where they're trying to edit her in a villainous way. So there is definitely like, is this now them saying yes, we're leaning into her being a villain. She wins, doesn't matter. This is just what she did. Or are they trying to have us know that she's a great player, but there's something about her that's rubbing people the wrong way that could cost her jury votes in the end?
Maybe it could be both. Could be
Mm-hmm.
both.
Yeah.
Thing is, I don't know, like the only person she showed that to was probably MC. Uh Sage has not said she was fake quite just yet. She is very much
She
been like,
Sage wants Savannah gone next. She
yes.
wants
No,
it's
yes.
yeah.
Um so it's one of those things where yeah, she is definitely still a strong player. It's just like obviously everyone knew she has strong player energy,
Yeah.
and that's something that's hard to mitigate. There's just some people where it's like they look like a good player,
Yeah.
and there's not really too much you can do to mitigate that other than like maybe they look like they're a strong player, they're actually not, and then maybe people start believing it, but you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah. I
that's
mean,
case by case.
look at Caleb from 45. He's on the bad tribe that gets decimated. Yet it's just still so likable that they can't let him go on even try to get a foot hold in that game because they were too afraid of him. Um, and then obviously he plays a shot in the dark, and then it's like, okay, good job, Caleb, but you have to go next now because you did that.
Yeah, yeah. It bought him a chance to be in the jury. So
Yeah, that's true. Hey, if you're going to be targeted at the earn the merge and you can play your shot in the dark and play it correctly and be the fucking first person to do it and to do it like that, heck, that's great. He's another one. I was shocked that he was not on 50. Like
yeah,
he embodies what I feel like they love in casting people for Survivor, where you get people who didn't make it that far, but you know that there's something there with them. And Caleb, like, yeah, he would have been great on another season because we didn't get that much of him in 45 because he went out too early.
yeah. I feel like who does he take? All right, so it's weird that we have to look through the season in this lens, but if we're looking at Rizzo, we're looking at Savannah. It has to be one of those things where obviously casual fans that don't look at this stuff on the internet, they don't know who it is going to be.
Yeah,
But it's like one of those things where it's like if I'm looking through the scope of oh, who might be on season 50 if I didn't know, who'd make sense. And like if I'm looking at the season so far, I'd be like, I can see Sage. I don't know if I'm just riding high on the Sage
yeah,
train, but like I could see Sage and like Rizzo hasn't given me that oomph yet. Like he's a
yeah,
character and stuff, but at least game wise, except for holding his idol, we'll get to that.
yeah.
Obviously, because that's one of the big things of this episode.
Mm-hmm.
But it was something where he felt confident as opposed to like he didn't feel like he was the target.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it is a strategy to announce you're playing the idol and then not play it. Um, at a certain point, you can't do that forever. I mean, we've seen Tiffany try to do that in 46, where she's like, I'm playing it, everyone, and then doesn't play it. I'm playing everyone, doesn't play it, and goes home with the idol in her pocket. Like it can happen. So when you do that, you have maybe one, two at most that you can maybe get away with doing it before you got to just do it. Otherwise, you're just going to get people just calling your bluff every time.
Yeah. Um, but so we've yet seen what Rizzo has done to kind of earn his spot in regard. I mean, except for being, entertaining and not too many people on Survivor like him.
Yeah.
Savannah, we haven't seen that move yet, but like I said, personality, we see it.
Yeah. Rizzo, yeah, I mean, it's still shocking, at least from his these first 7 episodes, because I think everyone assumed that he was going to be the confessional machine, that he was going to by far have more confessionals than anyone. But I mean, there's 3 people on the season right now with more confessionals than him. And the 2 people below him are like right on his heels. So like it's very close for him being like number fifth or sixth in confessionals come next week if he doesn't have a big episode.
Mm. Interesting. All right. So with that, it's kind of like one of the things that happened this episode. He was talking to Jawan and he was like saying like very candidly, it was like, yeah, I'm probably not even gonna play it. Not knowing that Jawan is like, double agent at this point, being like, well, I could just tell that and be like, hey, he actually could be the target because if he's not playing it,
Yeah,
then his idol just goes back into circulation. Even though technically speaking, they usually just have a merge idol anyway, but I
yeah,
digress.
yeah. I wonder if we're gonna get that next episode, or I want. Are we getting the auction, or are they really gonna save that for 50? I think they might be saving that for 50.
There's no reason why they can't do it in both.
Yeah, but we've recently been seeing that they love doing it in one of the 2 seasons.
Well, also, all right, I feel like even if it wasn't part of the plan, I feel like you have someone there that is like, oh, I want to disprove the margarita curse. It's like it's almost
Yeah,
sacrilegious if you don't have the option there.
yeah. It has normally been on the odd season, so it was on 45 and it was on 47. Um, but because of 50, I do think that there's a good chance that Survivor's like, oh, we can't do the auction too much. People don't
Well,
want to see
all
the
right,
auction
all
all
right,
the
all right.
time.
48, 48's a bit of a question mark, but I know
Yeah,
46, one of the biggest reasons was the only reason they started doing an hour and a half for Survivor and The Amazing Race was
yeah,
because of the acting strikes, the writer
yeah,
strikes, and so that was CBS's kind of response to it.
yeah,
And then like 46 was already starting to get edited and stuff like that. And so they didn't know that prior to it and was like, oh,
yeah,
okay, so we just kind of fill it out a bit more.
yeah.
Um,
But
Granted,
48, what
they
happened
didn't,
with what happened with 48? Man,
but
it would
that
have
is a question.
that could have saved an episode of the boringness. Like I truly do believe that the auction makes that episode great. I think it's such a great, however long it is, it's just a fun time every time. Like the bad auctions are still more fun than a good chunk of other things that happen in Survivor. I love it so much. So
The
could
auctions are
yeah,
fun.
yeah.
I agree. Uh, I feel like it'd be such a disservice to have Alex, who was like, I want to disprove the curse and not get his chance to do it.
I would bet, if we were making bets right now, I'm gonna bet that there's no auction this season.
I think it's possible. I think it
Yeah,
definitely is possible.
yeah. It
We're
sucks.
not going to go on that one betting thing that has uh, gotten very, very popular.
Oh, are you talking about Kaushi? Is that the one you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, normally there's this one site that I would look up to see like what people think are odds for Survivor, and it's called Gold Derby, but it's like not like it's not doing it anymore, like Survivor stuff. And I'm like, oh, that's weird that they suddenly stopped doing that this season.
They're all saving it for 50.
Yeah,
Even Jeff is like, yo, Survivor 50.
yeah, man, it sucks. Like if you're on the season, I'm so sorry that this was the season you got on. Just because, I mean, you just got this behemoth of a season that literally every Survivor fan is more excited for than the season that's currently airing.
Yeah. I'm still trying to appreciate the season for what it is because it is Survivor. But when the show itself is being like, yeah, all right, season 50, that's the big leagues.
Yeah, I'm
It's
almost expecting next episode to be like, okay, remember, you guys can be on 50. You can be playing with the greats. You can be playing with Coach and Ozzy and like just Suri
Mhm.
and just really ham it up. Oh my God. Okay, well, we can get to the challenge. So yet again, we didn't have an earn the murder, so but we need to have the big ball challenge. That's a staple in modern Survivor right now.
The big ball challenge. I'm nervous when I see that thing. I'm like, that
yeah,
thing is, if you need
yeah,
five grown adults to move it, I'm like, and you guys, it's not even like y'all are lifting it up too. I'm like, what if this thing just like falls backwards onto someone? Like, are they
yeah,
okay?
yeah,
Like, these are, like, these must be like weigh at least like 500 pounds. Like, if these like I'm not going to I'm
yeah,
guessing weight. It's like these things could crush someone.
yeah. I mean, have you ever seen Indiana Jones? I mean, come on.
Yes, I have. I'm like, no, it's like these things look heavy. I'm like, I get like nervous when I see it.
Yeah.
Obviously, they would show like something on the next time on Survivor to be like, oh yeah, like we have a medical thing in the middle of the challenge.
Hmm.
So like I felt safe like watching this and not being the case, but it's just like I see those things and I'm like, I would have anxiety seeing one of those.
Hmm. Yeah. Um, I will give a little bit of forewarning. I had to use the bathroom really bad when this challenge started, so I missed a section of it, but I kind of didn't care because they were just going through and rolling the balls. So I was like, okay, I can do this. I can go real quick because I could not hold it. I was like, oh man, this is like an emergency situation right here. Um, so yeah, I just know I just
I
know
mean,
the
I get it. We've all
yeah,
been there, but at the same time, I'm like,
yeah.
no, Joe.
Yeah, I came back and the yellow the yellow team was winning and I was like, okay, they won. Awesome. Okay, on to the part that actually matters.
It was a little back and forth,
Mhm.
but it was like really the puzzle, and the puzzle, um, it's always something like Jeff says and stuff, and like they were able to like kind of lock it in really early. Sophie's screen time was like, oh, that is how you do it on Survivor. And then like boom, they
Yeah.
got it.
Yeah, yeah.
And
It was weird because I was in the bathroom with my headset on, so I was hearing the episode. So I was hearing like the play by play of Jeff Probst doing the challenge while I was shitting.
okay, he said it. Anyway, how did you what were you watching this on your computer?
Yeah,
Not laptop?
my laptop in the other room, but I was able to still have my headset on.
Why couldn't you just bring your laptop, Joe?
No, because okay, well, first off, if I'd have to unplug my laptop, and then the battery of my laptop would have instantly died. So I literally can't move my laptop. And also, this is a fucking heavy ass laptop. It's not a small little thing, so I can not be able to put it on my lap.
Okay, I believe the first thing, not really the second thing.
I wish I could show you. I mean, there's no way for me to show you my laptop, but there's no
This is the
way.
same is this the same laptop that I have seen when we've recorded before?
Yeah, no, no, no. We recorded with two different laptops. I have this one little one that I would sometimes bring that's like easier to travel, and I have like my gaming laptop that's like a lot bigger.
Obviously, yeah. Okay. So it was like, well, what are you watching this on where you couldn't? All right.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so challenge happened, and then they get to the second portion where they play for immunity. Sage's advantage was, yeah, she didn't have to do any of that beginning stuff.
Yeah,
She
yeah,
automatically A gets to attend this feast, and then B gets to compete without having any of the energy spent on the challenge.
yeah. And also, did you notice that they basically spoiled who was going to win the challenge because Sophie it was like, man, I'd really love to win this challenge. And I was like, why are they showing her right here? She must win this challenge. And of
I
course,
didn't think much of it at the time, but yeah,
I
that makes
I
sense.
I very much caught it because I was like, wow, they actually showed her on our screen. That doesn't happen.
It doesn't. It doesn't.
Yeah,
Um, I'm still trying to figure. The thing is like I'm trying to figure out her personality. Like it just they haven't really been showing us too much her.
yeah,
All I know is she hates bananas and she won the challenge.
yeah. She seems like she can be very blunt because of the banana stuff. Like, so I don't know. Yeah, she's not a fleshed out character. There's a few people who are definitely not fleshed. They did not care
Which
about fleshing out.
yeah, yeah, like Steven is like I get his vibe and everything. Like
Mhm.
last episode, like him and Jawan had a whole, dad joke off, which I feel like we need more of that. I appreciate those. Um, but like still like I feel like I don't know if it isn't the whole we haven't gotten their backstory yet because sometimes they do that, but it was like it just feels like, oh yeah, he's finally speaking more for the
Mhm.
past couple episodes. Granted, he's been the target or one of the names going about, so like he is getting a bit more, but like Sophie Bananas is like the worst is the worst victim of this because I don't want to say,
Mhm.
oh, it's her fault. She doesn't control the edit.
Yeah.
Um, but like it's like time and time again, it's just like, oh, okay. I feel like I'm hearing her speak for the first time.
Yeah. I bet you her exit interview is going to be her saying, man, I wish I wasn't on a season with Sophie B.
It's potentially.
Yeah. Um, so yeah, no, the challenge happens. It came down to Stephen and Sophie ends up winning. So good on her. And then yeah, we go back and it's pretty much Uli is just down to do Steven. Uh except, obviously Jawan and Sage are not going to be down because they need to what was the name of that alliance? Bottoms up? Is that the name of
Bottoms up alliance.
yeah, they're not going to turn on the bottoms up alliance. So yeah, they make the move against Nate, and because yeah, they don't want to target Rizzo in case he plays it. They didn't want to target Savannah because she's the most likely person Rizzo plays it besides himself. And yeah, we lost Nate, which I'm sad. I would have liked to
Same.
see. I wanted to see more of Nate's.
I feel like he was a good player. I mean, obviously he was a big fan of the game as well.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he had a lot of potential and we did get to see some of that play through. It's just like it is one of the things where he was just I think he didn't even do anything wrong in the episode. It was just like he was just a casualty of circumstance more than
Mm-hmm.
anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, unfortunate. It's gonna suck for Jawan when he finds out that Nate was a Marvel producer. Like, you know, I'm sure I bet you if Nate told Jawan about being a Marvel producer, Jawan is loyal to him all the way, all the way.
Um, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I remember we were having this conversation early on, and I was like, I think you just tell people because you might not win the game, but people are gonna want to bring you very deep into the game.
The Mike White situation.
Yeah, exactly. So he could have had the Mike White situation, but if you don't, then you're playing the game on an even on like a level playing field with everyone, and maybe it'll work out and you can somehow sneak your way to get a win. But also, yeah, you can get just kind of taken out and be in this kind of
All right.
situation.
Though I will say, not to like diminish either player's game, I feel obviously Mike White was a solid runner up. A lot of he was a great addition to the cast. Now, granted, like the only experience I've had with him, like I never watched any of the videos. I've only seen him like in School of Rock and Zombieland. Those were my two things that I remember Mike White from.
Mm.
But like watching him play the game, he did a very good job.
Yeah.
Um, and then, like we were just talking about like how Nate, he did pretty good at the game. He's someone we want to see play a little bit more. It's a shame we didn't get to see him be in the merge for a few more votes because
Yeah.
like I think it would have done well navigating everything, but yeah, it was just they didn't want to risk it on Rizzo or Savannah, especially when it's, the merge votes. The merge vote is so like nerve-wracking too because it sets the pace for, the rest of the game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Um, okay. Anything else we want to talk about or
Um I
I
mean,
can't even remember really what happened on the next time on Survivor. It seemed like it was just like, oh, things are happening like that. That was my like
I think it
takeaway.
was like I think it was Savannah and Rizzo was like, "Oh yeah, Jawan and Sage betrayed us." I don't remember too much beyond that either because I just
Yeah.
kind of like woke up this morning.
I
That was one
remember
of the
I remember reactions, people being like like stuff like that, but it was
yeah.
it didn't feel like they were trying to really tell us anything.
I was also like semi distracted this morning because
Mhm.
Pokemon announced about the DLC and stuff, and I was like just excited about that too. But I didn't watch it last night. Ryan was tired,
Mhm.
and so he went to sleep at 8, like the old man that I am. But anywho, that aside, yeah, uh, I think it's fine. It's okay if you don't reveal too much about the next episode. We know that it's
Yeah.
gonna. We know what to. It's Survivor. It's fine. It's like I don't want to know who like the potential target. I don't know. I feel like the next time on Survivor, it's like I get it. It's something like, all right, we just talk about because we're doing this, and it's like sandwiched right between the exit video or
Yeah.
little exit thing when we see who voted how.
Yeah.
So it's like it's there. I wouldn't necessarily miss it if it was gone. I'll be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah, true. If that was something that got cut, it'd be all right. Yeah, the only times it can be interesting is like when so that way like a merge is happening the next week or a swap. If there's an auction, like for us to like gear up and get excited for auction or some kind of like twist where they might not tell it to us, but it's like something's about to change the game. Like those are usually the only times that make people go like, "Ooh, what's going to happen next week?"
Yeah.
Whenever it's like these two people are annoying everyone, that's when it's kind of like, okay, I don't really need to see that.
And usually neither one of them goes home. This season
Yeah,
has been a little bit of an exception, but like
yeah,
usually neither one goes home.
yeah, exactly. So yeah, there's that. Yeah, want to go into confessionals?
Yep. Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. I like looked away from the screen. I just sort of like, ah.
No, I'm still like kind of recovering from being sick, so like
Mhm.
voice is still a little like yeah.
Got it. Got it. Okay. Well,
See,
Nate,
Joe does care about me.
shut the fuck up. Okay. Okay. Nate goes out here with 23 confessionals. 23. He's right around the level of the top people from Hina, by the way. Um,
Wow.
so hey, they're doing that at least. But hey, number one. still is Savannah with 42. The answer to life is 42.
I thought it was just having money.
Nope, nope, it's 42. Hitchhiker's Guide to the
I'm,
Galaxy.
I'm pretty sure it's just having money.
Nope, you haven't watched or read Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
I have not, but I know it's money.
Nope, it's 42. That's
Give
what
me any problem and I can
it
show you how you can solve it with money.
if you get a test from school and put 42 on it and you have to tell your teacher this is right. Okay.
But
Uh
if you just pay the teacher money and stuff, you pass automatically.
Alex and Soph at 38 confessionals. They're tied.
Who had
Alex and Soph.
who?
Soph.
Who?
We're going with Soph. 38 confessionals. Moving on.
Sophie screen time.
Moving on. We got Rizz God, the Rizgod, Rizz God baby, at 30 confessionals.
It's so weird that he's below.
Yep, yep. He got 2 confessionals this episode.
Interesting.
Yeah, yeah. Next up, we got Sage at 27 confessionals.
She's getting up there. She's getting up there
She's
indeed.
getting there. She's getting there. Next, we got Jawan at 26 confessionals.
Yeah. I mean, he's getting a lot of content. I'm not
Mhm.
too surprised.
Yeah. Okay. Now we're down to the 14 people. Who do you think has the most confessionals from here?
MC,
Wrong.
Steven.
It is Steven with 24 confessionals.
Okay. I knew it was one of the two.
Yes. Yep. Guess who's got the next most confessionals?
MC.
It is MC with 23 confessionals, one below Steven.
Dang.
Uh, then we drop down to 13 confessionals for Sophie.
Bananas. Anyway, continue.
And then last with the least amount of confessionals, we got Kristina at 11.
I feel bad for those two. I
Yeah.
really do.
Yeah. The editors have just decided they are not important to the story.
Even though they have underlying beef.
Yeah. Doesn't matter enough. It's all it matters is maybe a confessional here or there.
Yeah.
Okay. MVPs and LVPs of this episode.
MVP, you might disagree. I'm gonna give it to Jawan because he took sharp whether it's big move fighters or not, he did he's one of the deciding factors that put the course of this game, like whether, like these tribal lines stay strong or not, he was one of the people that was like, you know what? No, we're not just gonna do Uli strong and take out these people. We're gonna flip the switch.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to just do the counterpart and say Sage. I think it's better
Yeah.
for Sage personally than Jawan. I don't think it's bad for Jawan, but I think Sage had more to gain. I think she's going to gain more from this than Jawan is going to gain. I think Jawan is going to get backlash from his other Uli people, whereas Sage, I think, is going to just be like, okay, I'm just with Hina and that's fine.
I feel, yeah, you have a good point. I also gave Sage, I think, MVP like two in a row. So I
Yeah,
was like, maybe I should.
fair enough, fair enough.
Uh, but yeah, I feel you're right. I don't know. I do wonder when they're going to start clocking her as a threat because
Mhm.
I feel like there might be that oh shit moment. It was like, you know what? She is. Oh shit. I
Mhm.
wonder if we're going to get that. I don't think it's going to be next episode, maybe in the next two episodes.
Mhm.
But I feel that oh shit moment is about to come.
Mhm. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. LVP. You got an LVP candidates? I do.
Jeff for the nicknames of Soph and Sophie.
Yeah, I was gonna say Jeff for promoting season 50 on this and doing
I'm sorry.
it.
I'm sorry, Jeff. Please don't let that be a factor casting Joe and I in season 51 or 52. But you have to be open to
Yeah.
criticism, my
Yeah,
dude.
yeah. This is one of those ones where you just gotta take it on the chin and say, okay, I'm not, I won't do that again for a future All Star season. It's just,
Yeah,
it's not good.
no,
Okay, well, at least we agreed on that, Ryan.
we do.
Yeah,
Sometimes we agree on things.
it's rare, but it does happen.
Yeah. So as the draft stands, we're both have five people left in this game.
Hmm.
I have Savannah, Michelle, MC. Sorry, I have it written down. Jawan, Sophie, Bananas, and then Sage. You have Rizz God, Rizgod, baby. You have Steven, you have Alex, you have Kristina, and you have Sophie screen time.
Hmm. Yeah, I
You,
didn't
you
add up what like how everything placed, but I think if we went by placements, I think I'm slightly like 1 point ahead, which means that if I lose
you
someone in the next episode, then it's basically like and then you lose the one that the episode after, then we're tied. But it's like roughly about the same still, even in that.
Yeah, it's been fairly even.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah. Uh, but we count the winner pick and stuff like that more. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But for this season, I'll be bringing it up. I will be bringing it up come the end to see how placements also go. You can count it if you want. You don't have to count it, but I think it's important.
I think it's important too. However, we all know what's the big carrot at the end of the stick.
Carrots? What?
You have the carrot at the end of the stick, and then you go forward.
I'm allergic to carrots.
Are you really?
I actually am.
I need to see if Aaron is allergic to everything. I wonder if carrots is she allergic to.
People don't usually have it. I can have like a little bit of a carrot, but like if I ate like enough of carrots, it like uh gets stuck in my throat and like swells around here. So that's not fun.
No. So, all right. I'll bear that in mind. For your mother.
The fuck was that? What the fuck did you just do? Whoa. Did you have a stroke?
No.
Explain yourself. You can't just say that and then not explain yourself.
It was a joke.
You're on trial right here.
Uh, I like to plead it was a part of the comedy bit for the podcast. I can't help if it was bad.
You said for your mother? Was that what you said?
Murder.
Murder?
Murder.
Okay.
Rumble.
Okay, whatever we're doing right now is terrible. Terrible, terrible. Let's end the fucking podcast here.
Yeah.
This has been the end of the episode. I fucking don't I'm in so much like I don't even know how we end episodes anymore.
That's it for the S1. Like, comment, subscribe, all that YouTube jazz, and we'll see you in the next one.
No, that sounded awful. We'll see you fuckers later.
Ouch. Peace.
Adios.